Okay, welcome back everybody for another episode of Master of Command. Today we're going to be continuing to play our Border Troops campaign. We had a small setback. Well, we had a not great setback. Who am I kidding? In the last episode, where we lost our starting officer as well as our starting Grinzer sharpshooter. He had equipped some pretty good items like a Jaeger rifle and a Chevaux Freeze, among other things. So a bit of a setback, but I still think we can make it. We've got the HQ breathing down our neck over here. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to run away a little bit, maybe see if I can get another day of replenishment or so for these sharpshooters. If I can't, that's all right, but figured I would try. We're also going to take a look at all of our units, make sure that they're all equipped with items. Looks like it. And let's see. Okay, no, I don't have any other jackets or anything. I was going to say it'd probably be better to give him a like a jacket or a great coat or something like that, but we don't have any. So yeah, I think we're gonna try to run away for a little bit, and then just do our best to fight. Okay, so let's run. Winter is coming. Okay, I think we might have gotten like 1 day of replenishment, but they caught us pretty quickly. Let's take a look at their army. They've got really good hussars. Oh wow. 2 things of Hanoverian cavalry. Could be worse. I think the Hessian cavalry is stronger, but still. It's a little more intense than fighting just the provincial units, so I think we'll still be okay. We just need to try to minimize casualties here, so that we're going into Act 2 as strong as possible and getting ready to snowball there, because Act 2 can be a pretty good bump in difficulty. So we want to try to flatten that bump in difficulty as much as possible. Okay, first off, we're going to unequip all of our bayonets here, because somebody mentioned in the comments that, hey, dude, you should be unequipping your bayonets on your light infantry, and that is certainly the case, because it makes them reload a little faster, and they're more accurate with the bayonets off, so hard to argue with that. The line infantry, I'm going to keep their bayonets on until I'm fairly certain they're not going to get charged, and then we can unequip bayonets and just let them benefit from all those fire boosts. Let's see, our artillery has 426 range. Let's look at their... Okay, so they will actually have to walk into range of our artillery, which is, I mean, good for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and plop them up on the hill, and we'll send our skirmisher units forward, and then we'll have the hussars in reserve helping out. Let's go ahead and figure out the strong side of their line. Looks like it's this side because they've got the Brunswicker Musketeers, the Foot, Land Millets, and this side has a bunch of recruits and 1 Brunswicker unit. So let's try to put our more experienced units on this side, and we'll have our weaker units over here. Okay. Alright, I'm feeling good about this. Let's go ahead and jump in. Let's get the light infantry moving forward. And we'll have the hussars just a little bit behind them. And we'll wait. Let's actually move the artillery over. Okay, looks like they've got some provincial cavalry. Let's go ahead and take a shot on these guys. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Okay, let's pull you back. Okay. We need to we need to take the Shepherd Axe off probably and give it to another unit. We'll just let our sharpshooters reload, bring our Fusiliers in a little bit closer, and then let them open fire. Very nice. So now let's move up. I don't think we'll be able to hit these guys since the land militia are protecting them pretty well. We can start to get our infantry in order though. Here, let's go ahead and limber those guys. Okay. Yeah, let's pull back here. Let's pull back our hussars. Let's get the artillery over to here. And let's move up into the town with these units. Let's put one hussar unit here. We'll get the other one here. And maybe I'll put you out a little wide. Let's get you into column so you march a little bit faster. Looks like we took some damage here, but not too much. The Hanoverian cavalry is kind of coming in a little bit. And their field artillery keeps advancing. Let's get all of our sharpshooters, fusiliers, all of our light infantry into line. And let's go ahead and form you like that. Okay. Yeah, let's get the artillery over here. Where are... Okay, these guys have the carbines, so let's bring them over and get them helping out. Let's straighten out this line. Yeah, you can remove your bayonets for now. And let's turn you to so that you can help out. maybe a little bit more. Oh, these Fusiliers are behind. Okay, move forward. You can take off your bayonet. And let's move you forward. Let's get you unlimbered and fire at will. And I'm gonna have you guys hold fire because I don't trust this Hanoverian cavalry. Let's try to move over a little bit more. Are these guys gonna come back? Yeah, let's try to knock them out. There we go. Pull back our Fusiliers and then charge in. Okay, nice. You don't need to keep chasing them. This cavalry is still trying to do things. Yeah, they're running into position. Run, 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 run. I gotta pull my Fusiliers back here. And let me grab my Hussars and charge in over here. Oh. Try to pull them back. Shucks. Pull them back. Charge in here. Okay, good. Get our Fusiliers back in front. And get you guys back. Okay, and let's start swinging the Hussars, maybe to hit these redcoat recruits. Let's pull back our artillery. I think that I think that these foot are enticed. Okay, and then after their volley, we're gonna go ahead and here, let's swing over here. Okay, let's turn to address this. and let's go ahead and knock out the artillery. And I'm gonna have these guys charge into the side of the foot here. All of you hold fire. And we'll just go ahead and let them rack up kills over here. So that hopefully we can get the Hungarian veteran Hussars soon. Let's move up, because we're just barely out of range here. Alright, there we go. All in all, I don't think that was too bad. I was expecting a lot worse. Definitely their cavalry made contact with our light infantry a couple of times, so that was less than ideal, but all things considered, not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Looks like we found some grape shot, which is good. Let's go ahead and 200. Yeah, let's take the money just because we're going to be hurting for it in the next act. Okay, cavalry brigade. None of these are really much good for cavalry fire, or for cavalry units, so let's just skip that. Light infantry. Yeah, we can do the extra accuracy. And then for our training / line brigade. Take extra melee damage? Sure. Okay, did we get anything good? It doesn't really seem like it. Got like a bunch of random stuff that I need to sell off. Oh, forced conscription. I've never seen this one. This must be in Austria only doctrine, but this is fascinating. I'm gonna go with the prisoner conscription just because this will solve our manpower problems. But that other doctrine was pretty interesting. The field hospitals is quite good. The field hospitals are tempting, but since we just got the doctrine that allows for us to get a ton of manpower after battles, I feel like it's a little redundant, right? To try to get two doctrines that that essentially do the same thing. So I might go for the infantry focus, so that our infantry gains veterancy a little bit faster. Everyone else will gain a little bit slower, but oh well. Since we are going for a relatively infantry-heavy army, I think this is useful. And we'll get these dragoons, which are kind of cool. Okay, temperatures plummet. Winter's coming early this year. Let's see, can anyone level up? It doesn't seem like it, because I think you need, what, 8? Yeah. But we can sell off a bunch of things, so let's go ahead and separate everything out that we want to sell. Probably sell all of these Yon shoppings. And do you just have normal canister? It's good canister. But if we give you the grape shot, you'll be more effective anti-battery. Let's see, Yon shoppings, we'll sell these crosses. And everything else I can see being useful. Maybe not the spirit rations, since they lower your accuracy, but it is a pretty tiny decrease to accuracy for a decent amount of charge. So maybe we'll keep it for now. I do like how almost every unit has a spawn tune. Okay. Let's go ahead and take the supply cache and let's chart out a course. Okay, battlefields. Battlefields will be a little bit hard to find. Mostly because we can hit 2 here relatively quickly. This one is a little out of the way. And then we'd have to come over here to get the other ones. I'm wondering if it's not worth coming up here. Maybe we hit these 2. And then come over here, get that battlefield. Get that one, and then get this one. Or do those 2, come up here, and then swing down. Yeah, it's probably... I feel like this is less out of the way than going to this one. And then outposts... We'll be able to hit 3 if we go north, and then we'll hit the 4th one. Okay, so outposts, not a problem. We'll do that pretty easily. So let's come pick up the supplies. Let's briefly come to town here to sell some things. Oh, artillery? Let's see how much money we have after selling. Oh, and here's a excellent greatcoat. Okay, so now he'll have some more range. Let's see, what do we have here? Excellent coffee. Okay. Alright, I do have enough to open up a new brigade. So I could do that and then have our Grinzer Hussars help out. And we'll probably give the carbine to them. They seem a little bit better at using carbines. I'm just trying to think if that is what I want to do. I mean, there's not really anything to buy here. We're not running into ammunition problems yet, so we can hold off on buying the cartridge box. beer. We can probably sell off the beer. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's buy the new brigade. We'll move these guys out. Although, well, let's keep the veterans in just because getting that extra combat efficiency is good. Sure, they take a slight decrease to accuracy, but the combat effectiveness makes up for it. And we'll give you horseshoes, we'll give you cheese, and anything else that you can take? We could give you the cuirassier sword. Maybe a canteen? Yeah, that way you have more stamina, can run around a little bit more. Let's... Here, let's give you Spontoon so that you can hopefully get to Sharpshooter soon. And now we've got 2 of these axes, but everyone has a Spontoon, so they're so they're using that slot. I could give it to the Sharpshooters. And how much is this? It's pretty, I mean, it's excellent, so I'm gonna pick it up. And I can give it to one of our hussars. I like you having the bland treatise, getting more XP. Because what, we need, oh, we need 9? Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Does anyone else have a bland treatise? You do. Here, let's give it instead to you. Because our hussars are gonna take a while to hit level 9. And we can take away your boots and give you the heavy jacket. Okay. Let's see, bland treatise. Could probably just give it to this guy. Who's the lowest ranked? Oh, let's see. Okay, yes, they both have bland treatises. Here, let's give you... I think we took one off of you, but that was because we didn't know we had one in our inventory. And we can't really give anyone the shepherd axe. So we'll just hold on to that for now. But, so what is this going to be? This is just going to be like our line brigade. And we're going to leave our artillery here because they're benefiting from the extra range. But then once I get a dedicated artillery officer, we'll switch them out. Line training brigade. Practice brigade. I don't know what to really name this guy to remember. We'll call this artillery brigade so that we remember that we need to pick up an officer for artillery. Alright, let's go ahead and let's sell off these 2 items real quick. Not worth a whole lot. And do we need to buy anything? Maybe some food. I really don't want to worry about manpower. I think we'll get this back from battles. So we'll just buy up a tiny bit of food and then work our way over to this outpost. What doctrines do we have again? Okay, so don't take flanking damage. We get 3 extra veterancy. Items are cheaper. Okay. We don't... Staff Commissar, Staff Quartermaster. Okay, so we don't... Man, we don't have anything to give them. Although this would be handy, especially the Commissar. Maybe... there's not really any, like, cities nearby. This is the closest one. And I kind of don't want to have to come all the way over here and then come back. Let's just leave it. I don't want to take attrition. A tough enemy field army? I don't know that we are equipped to fight a tough enemy field army because usually a tough enemy field army is like, in my opinion, it's just a little bit weaker than a it's a little bit weaker than a encamped army. I don't think we're quite at the level to fight an encamped army. So let's go ahead and just resolve the encounter. Hopefully we don't take the attrition. Okay, we did. So I can give them money and I'll get weapons, or I can get a bunch of manpower by giving them food. Let's take the weapons. And then let's see if we can replace anything. I know we have these noise stats that maybe we can get rid of. $125. What's the range on a noise stat? It's a little bit longer. Here, let's just switch you out for the Potsdam. And let's continue on to the next outpost. We need to find an army to fight. Where are all the patrols? There we go. Yeah, provide them all the ammunition. Now we've got some good Potsdams. So let's go ahead. These guys have got good Potsdams. Yeah, let's switch. Actually, here. You take the Neustadt back and we'll switch you with the good Potsdam. And then looks like our Fusiliers could use some better weaponry. And now, does everybody have a serviceable bayonet? Looks almost like it. These guys need one, but everyone else is good. Alright, let's go ahead and fight this army. Did I equip the grape shot? I did, okay. So we should be able to outrange them and take out their artillery if things look dicey using our light infantry. Okay, let's take a look here. They've got grenadiers over here. Oh my gosh, and they have excellent Delft muskets. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead. What does their artillery look like? 414, 419. And our range is 598, so maybe I could just give him the canister and he would still be around this low 400 range. But I wanted to give him the grape shot just to test if that was really the case. Let's go ahead and put our light infantry over here. We're gonna try to occupy this hill, and we'll put our weaker troops over here, and then we'll have our stronger guys holding the right side, since that's where the grenadiers are. We'll rearrange our cavalry later. Okay, so let's get the artillery on the hill. Let's get our light infantry spread out. And then have them look to take on the artillery, if possible. Let's get these 2 fusiliers across. And then we'll keep our veteran fusiliers over here. We'll have 1 fusilier unit over here, and then the other over here. And we'll keep our... We'll keep our 2 Hungarian hussars in support of our light infantry, and then keep the Grinzer hussars back for now. Actually, looks like all they have are these dragoons coming to support the artillery. Their own hussars are sitting back. And since these guys are horse artillery, they are moving pretty quickly. Very quickly, even through the woods, very quickly. So let's hurry up and get into firing range. Open fire. Okay, that was good. Let's let them reload and get ready to take out these 8-pounder Leichhorns. And we'll get our infantry situated. Nice. Okay. Let's pull back all of our light infantry, and let's have you guys form up over here, and then you guys here. If they're going to present something that looks like a flank to me, I'm gonna try to take advantage of that. And we need to take everyone's bayonets off. I forgot to do that. Here, let's go ahead and move this artillery down. Here, let's send one hussar over here. And, we're not going to shoot them that far out. Oh, let's move you guys back. Maybe we send our Grinzer hussars across the river here. Let's not have our general out in front like that. Are these guys running? Here, let's turn to fire on them. Okay, let's pull back a little bit further. Let's turn these Fusiliers. Let's come back a little bit and try to have them in the water. Let's pull back just a tiny bit more. And let's speed things up. Nothing's really happening at the moment. Here, let's turn you. Then we can get 2 line infantry and our hussars firing on these guys once they get into the river. You can remove your bayonets, as can you. We'll have to keep an eye and make sure they don't turn. Yeah, looks like that's going fine. Let's bring our other hussars down here. Let's try to charge them before they get their volley off. Okay, nice. Pull back. Let's try to rotate to meet these dragoons that are coming up. Now let's see if we can force another river crossing over here. Okay, it looks like they... Okay, good. Looks like that went well. Let's advance here. Hussars are doing okay here. Let's have our Hussars try to chase down those routing troops, if possible. And I think we're just waiting for these guys to rout. Yep. Okay, so that was a good, easy warm-up battle for Act 2, and we can get a ton of reservists from that battle. We can also get a lot of money. Could also get a lot of money. Let's go ahead and just take the reservists for now, and then we don't have to worry about it for a while. And these guys can now upgrade to sharpshooters. You don't need a spontoon anymore. Okay, light infantry. Man, none of these are good for our light infantry. What can I give you instead? I could give you the shepherd's axe for now. And we actually have a good Neustadt that we can give to these guys. It will be a little bit more accurate, have a little bit longer range. So, sure, let's do that. Oh, good spirit rations, okay. This will sell. Sure, we'll keep this for now. Sell that. Sell all of these worn bayonets. I think we can switch you back to the good canister. And we're keeping all these Neustadt muskets in case we pick up more line infantry. So that's why we're holding on to them. Could anyone use a spontoon? I could give it to you. I think that's a good trade. Okay. Looking good, looking good. Let's come visit this town. Sure, let's fight this army first. I like how we found two patrols back to back. That's fine though. We'll get some money off of this patrol, and then maybe we can buy some more units for our army in this town. And I think we need to head north, right? Was that the plan? I think so. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Some Prussian musketeers, some grenadiers in the center. Grenadier. Okay, so they got 2 grenadier units off to the side here. What's our range with the canister? 478 compared to 460 and 520. Ooh. Okay, let's definitely get our light infantry up there and try to knock out this guy. And then I think I want the per cop artillery over here just because of the grenadiers. I want to be able to try to knock them out. And we'll put our veteran fusiliers over here to help deal with that. We'll put our Grinzer hussars over here as well. And then let's get this Fusilier unit over here. Oops. And maybe we just try to hold out over here. I think that's a pretty good defensive position with Hungarian Hussars backing up the line. Oops. Grinzer Hussars over here. Hungarians here. And I think we are ready. So let's have the light infantry move up first. I'm going to position the artillery right here. And I'll put our infantry over there for now, and then we'll move the rest later. Hungarians will support our sharpshooters. I was looking at the unit icon down here, and the Hungarian hat is too tall. You can't really see what the veterancy is on this unit. You can see it up here in the corner, but you can't see it just looking down here. Do you guys think that the number should be placed in front of the unit icon? I think probably yes, because it looks a little funny having the number obscured, but I don't know. Let's speed up. Unlimber. And we'll go ahead and eliminate these horse artillery. Very nice. And now let's wait and see if the Liechtenstein will move forward into range. They are slower than the infantry, so if the infantry just stays in front of them, I mean, we won't be able to get a shot on them. In the meantime, we can start spreading out our units. And maybe we even hold like a more forward line. Here, let's actually put everyone back into column, because we're gonna need to be in column to march in and take these positions. I don't think there's time though. We'll see. Keep advancing. They just move forward a little bit more, we can take up a position to shoot them. Okay. Now let's get everyone marching forward. And where's our artillery? Right here. And let's knock them out. Sharpshooters have been doing a little damage, especially these guys. And we can open fire here. And we'll just have the Fusiliers, like our Grinzer units, just hold up front while our line gets into place. And we'll have the Hungarian Hussars providing support if needed. And maybe we just start running into place. Yeah, these guys are getting pretty close. Let's fall back here. And let's just start. Okay, looks like they're forming a line. Not going to charge us. Here, maybe we turn here. Let's move up the artillery. We can take the bayonets off of all of our light infantry. I forgot to do that. And let's get you guys running into position. Keep an eye on the cavalry. Here, let's fall back a little bit. Okay. Oh, shoot. Pull back, pull back. Pull back here. Those are just provincial cavalry. I'm not too worried about them. Let's bring... Oh. Pull back our Fusiliers. Charge these guys in. Here, try to intercept those Hussars. Nice. Okay, good. Alright, looks like we had one unit rout, but nobody shattered. So we'll take that. And we have enough reservists to cover our losses, so let's go ahead and take the money and ammunition. Reload speed and move speed? Not bad. Reducing the fire damage? Also not bad. Let's go with the reload speed, though. Anything interesting? We got some good greatcoats, so we can swap out our heavy jackets. We can sell some of these things. Let's sell the dragoon swords, keep the cuirassier swords, I guess, or... yeah. We'll keep that for now. Keep all of these other things for now, just because they are of some utility. I probably have too many Neustadt muskets. Maybe we can sell like one or two of them. And then... yeah, let's go ahead and keep moving with the rest of this. Let's come over here and let's do some buying and selling. And let's buy the excellent tea. And we'll call that good. Excellent Tompions here. Here in the barracks, what can we get? Could get some Crownland recruits, which is good because I want to get more artillery. So yeah, let's go ahead and buy the Crownland recruit. And what else do I want? I need to fill out my cavalry brigade, but we'll do that with the Erzherzog? Sorry, guys. The Joseph Dragoons. So I don't really need more cavalry. I could... what else have we got? I could get Jaegers. I could just go for more Fusiliers. Sharpshooters. Grinzer recruits. I kind of don't want any more light infantry. I feel like I already have enough light infantry to manage. So I think what I want to do is I want to fill out an artillery brigade, and then maybe with the 5th brigade, ideally I'll have 2 artillery units and then 2 line infantry. So we can go ahead and buy the Austrian Fusiliers. I think that would be fine to do. But let's try not to get any more light infantry. I mean, I know that's the point of this army, is the light infantry range is really good. But I feel like if I try to manage any more light infantry, I'm going to, like, lose my mind. A good breastplate. I like that. And Hungarian horses. Excellent Hungarian horses at that. The problem is I don't think I need to be improving my cavalry at this point. I feel like they're still fine, so I'm just going to leave them alone for now. Yeah, we'll give you your excellent tea, and then our really good sharpshooter unit we will give excellent tompions to. Very nice. Oh, and I know somebody have a good spontoon. You have a good spontoon, so let's give it to our Crownland. Actually, can you already become... No. You need one more veterancy, so let's work on getting you that. Here, we'll give you a Bible, sure. And let's give you better shoes so that you can march into range faster. And then our Fusiliers will give herbs and a canteen. And probably this shepherd's axe. Actually, the worn musket we want to sell, sorry. And you have... Okay, you've got a large lumber chest. Okay, everything else we're keeping for now. Let's go ahead and... I want to definitely buy up food. And... maybe I'll hold off on buying ammunition until we get here. But let's definitely buy food. Buy up a lot of cheap food. Should I just buy all of it? What's over here in this town? They've got more items, but it costs more, so I don't really want to buy there. Yeah, let's just buy up a bunch of food here, and then we don't have to worry about it later. There's another army. Let's get an officer while we're here in Prague. Okay, we can't afford any of the officers. This one's not bad. We need to keep in mind that we're trying to get an artillery officer. So this is actually totally fine because none of these are specific to infantry, so he can function as our artillery officer. We just need to get some more money, which we can easily get by chasing down that army. Let's visit the battlefield first. Let's pay up the food to get a recruit. Oh, unfortunately he doesn't get the automatic 3 veterancy. And then what can we give you? Maybe this, and sure, some of that. And what, a blanket? Sure, take a blanket. Take a blanket. And let's go find that patrol. Let's go shake him down for some money, and then we can buy an officer in Prague. Okay. Oh, one more thing. Oh, you need another item. Here, take that. And then, who's got a spontoon? You've got a spontoon, you've got a spontoon. Do I want to take your spontoon? Sure, let's take your spontoon. You don't really have a problem with gaining veterancy. So we'll do that. And then these guys have a spot open, so let's just hand them a blanket. And let's get into this battle. Okay, we way outnumber them, so shouldn't be too much of a problem. Okay. Oh, they have some veteran musketeers, alright. And then just kind of have normal musketeers down the rest of the line. They have some cuirassiers, those are a problem. And they have quite a bit of artillery, including some long-range artillery. Yeah, due to having calculating and this treatise. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and maybe we take up a position over here and we can get artillery on the hill. And we'll put our veteran fusiliers on the left, with everyone else just kind of oops. You two are what I want on the flank. Okay, and now let's deploy. Let's get you over to the hill. Veterans over here, along with another Fusilier unit. And then our other guys, we will deploy to this side, along with our Crownland recruits. And Grinzer Hussars will come over here. Hungarians will back up our line infantry. We'll have our line infantry take off their bayonets, spread out, and then get ready to advance on the artillery, enemy artillery. Let's get our general out of harm's way. Same with our supply train. And let's make sure the Hungarians are staying relevant. Let's see, 478. So we definitely want to knock off these two because they have the longest range. I'm not going to be able to slap them with canister. These also happen to be field artillery, so they're a little bit, they have better stats. So let's try to do our best here. We've got Hussars over here, Hussars here. Here, let's come into range. Who's got the next longest range? You do. Let's keep these guys back. Here, I'm going to walk these guys forward. You can start reloading. Okay, everyone's getting into position. Now let's hit this guy. Okay, good. It looks like the rest of their artillery is not going to advance. Because, are they shooting at the hussars? Is that why? I'm actually not sure what they're up to. Maybe they're just bugged? Here, let's see if we can't come up and just knock out these howitzers real quick. Alright, in any case, I think they're bugged. I think they're not going to get into this fight. So let's go ahead and get our light infantry squared away. Here, let's open up fire on these guys since they've exposed their flank. One more volley, and then we'll get them out. Okay, nice. And let's pull back our Hungarian hussars. Go ahead and run past the artillery so that we're not in its way for too long. Here, let's actually pull back a little bit so that they aren't in as much city cover. These lines are kind of ugly. Let's move one hussar, one Hungarian hussar up there, just because there's going to be a lot of cavalry. And we can start wrapping our line around this way. Okay, let's move up just a tad bit because we're out of range. Hopefully this puts us in range. Yep, nice. Here, let's actually try to keep these guys out of combat and let our Crownland recruits get the experience shooting these musketeers. Maybe we have you guys swing out wide since those cuirassiers may cause a problem. Here, let's slap those cuirassiers. I know they're at the edge of our range, but I'd rather knock them down a peg or two. And let's have everyone back up here to try to draw them out of the city. Unfortunately, I think these guys are going to get blasted because I wasn't quite watching them. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Come on, guys, get into line. Here, let's start forming into a line here to get ready for those cuirassiers. Let's keep loading. Okay, charge in. Let's pull back our Grinzer Fusiliers. Nice. Okay, so unfortunately didn't quite get the experience for those Crownland recruits like I wanted. But we'll keep working on them. Let's go ahead and take the money. Okay, something for light infantry. Accuracy and range. I like it. A good Hussar Saber. We can switch that out. We can sell these. We've got here a large cartridge box. Who's got the fastest reload? None of you guys reload particularly fast. I mean, I guess these guys reload the fastest. So I'll save it for them. Let's go ahead and separate that flag to sell for later. I think we can probably sell off our Dragoon swords and our Cuirassier swords. Where's our veteran? Here, let's give you the extra stuff there. And now we can go to Prague, buy an officer. And we need to save up for another brigade. Okay, first things first, officer, you. Perfect. And let's get you over here. Oh yes, we need to get our Crownland recruits over here into our line training brigade. These guys can be veteran Fusiliers. So now we've got 2 of them. Very nice. You guys don't necessarily need the Spontoon anymore, but I don't have anything better to give you, so you're going to keep the Spontoon for now. And maybe we even give you guys the bland treatises so that you can get experience a little bit faster. Okay. Alright, I think we're good with that. I know items are more expensive here, but let's just take a peek at what we've got here. Marksman, I like that. A quartermaster. Okay. What around the gunsmith? Oh, could get some excellent Tula carbines. A good land pattern, a good Jaeger rifle. Excellent canister. Good limber chest. Yeah, let's go with the excellent canister. I'll take the good limber chest too. Just because this guy runs out of ammunition really quickly. So anything we can do to reduce that ammo consumption is probably good. And we'll give you the excellent canister. And then let's buy the good Jaeger rifle. And we can give it to you. And we can trade out this land pattern And here, I'll give you the land pattern. Let's take a look at the town square. There is excellent tea, which I want to buy. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can give it to you. And then anything else good here? I mean, really good bayonets. We could shore up our weak melee with that. I am tempted by the marksman. Could give it to like this unit. Let's go ahead. There. Okay. Feeling good about that. Feeling good in general about the army. I think we're doing pretty well. I think we're feeling strong. I just need to get these Crownland recruits leveled up. So maybe maybe in the upcoming battles I'll take more veterancy. Take more of the veterancy options. We'll see. Okay, guys. I think this is a good ending point. We finished Act 1. We got into Act 2. We got a couple of battles under our belt. I think I feel like we're strong at the moment for where we're at, which is good. I was feeling pretty weak in the last episode after I lost my sharpshooters and that really good officer. So I think we're bouncing back from it. I don't think we'll have any problems in the near future. We just got to keep rolling, keep snowballing before the HQ, and hopefully we'll get to fight some encamped armies in the next episode. We'll see, but that's going to be the plan. Any case, thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. As always, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. All these things support the channel, and I would appreciate your help with that. All right, thanks everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.